Good evening from the Victoria International Airport. Seb here and welcome to the channel. And in today's video we have a kind of weird trip report. So, I am flying with WestJet on the Boeing 737 MAX 8 over to Calgary. And when I booked the flight originally, I kind of forgot something about the design of the 737 that makes one seat in particular, or actually a couple of them, kind of not what I'm looking for to film a trip report. So that should make for this to be a bit of an interesting video, but I'll get back to that in a little bit. And right now I'll say that check-in and security and everything here at YYJ are pretty easy, fairly straightforward, and there was a big school group going on the same flight as me, but I got into the line for security just before them. And also the terminal itself is quite modern and tidy, so it's a pretty nice place to hang out before your flight. Here's the aircraft arriving for this evening's flight. A fairly new Boeing 737 MAX 8 registered as Charlie Foxtrot November Whiskey Delta. And now it is time to go ahead and get on board, and I can show you where not to sit on the Boeing 737. And now, here comes my dreaded seat for today's flight, which is 10A. Yes, the whole row 10 and the left side of row 9 do not have any windows, actually, in the place where there's supposed to be one. Instead, there's just a single window in between those two rows, and I'm pretty sure that the lack of the window there is because of air ducts or some sort of thing like that in the wall of the fuselage, but this does obviously make it hard to film a video out the view of the window. But I did manage to slap my suction cup onto the portion of a window that I kind of had, which worked, and I managed to film the full flight. Anyway, here is our beautiful golden hour departure off of YYJ's runway 27. Now, let's check out some of the features of the cabin. We'll start off up top with a reading light and an air vent thingy. And moving back down, let's take a look at the tray table, which is pretty sturdy and stable and actually a good size. And in the seat back pocket, we have a nice standard air sickness bag and safety card, but also a few extra items that didn't quite make it into the garbage can. Of course, here we have a gorgeous napkin and a cookie wrapper. And a bonus item, which is a piece of paper with information about Canadian border services, but this flight isn't an international flight, and neither was the last flight it did, so this must have been here for a while. The legroom is pretty good here, though, and so is the width of the seat, which is fairly comfortable, and underneath the seat there is also a power outlet. There is also onboard Wi-Fi here, but you do need to download the WestJet app if you want the full access and services and everything. And for the meal service, I ordered a celebration cookie and a ginger ale. And now we have the loo review. The bathroom is kind of averagely messy, but not too bad. And with that, we're now approaching YYC. Enjoy these fantastic views of downtown at night, and a nice landing on runway 35 left. So, that's been the flight with WestJet from Victoria to Calgary on the 737 MAX 8 without really having a window, but kind of having a window. So yeah, my cameras kind of could get a view out the window, but it was kind of awkward for me to actually put my head there and look out the window. During boarding, I did try to see if I could find any other seats to sit in that did have a window, but the flight was actually full, so that was not possible. But other than that, the flight was, kind of mediocre. Not as good as my previous WestJet experience, because there was kind of garbage in the seat and everywhere. But it still was alright, and it did the job and got me to Calgary on time. And what I learned from this experience was don't book a flight on a 737 in row 10 or the left part of row 9 unless you're one of those people that just hates looking out the window and is on your phone the whole flight. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this trip report, and I will see you in the next video.
I know you didn't really have a window, but...
Yeah, I recorded the full flight.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
That's
No, just with a suction cup thing on the window.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.